Hi everybody. So today we have a live session with Sonal ma'am. She is an IAS officer. She is one of the most looked up to IAS officers currently who are serving us. So today we are going to talk about sustainability, about the environment, about coexistence, and we are just waiting for ma'am to join in. I was saying that everybody, ma'am, knows about you, all the good work that you are doing. Like lakhs of people, in the country, especially the youth, especially the aspirants, they really look up to you. I mean, all the work on coexistence that you've been doing for the community, everything. So this is the talk that we are going to have today because this is one issue, जिसपे ज़्यादा बातें नहीं करते हैं लोग. This is one left out issue जो अभी हमारे मेन स्ट्रीम में फिर भी जब सस्टेनेबिलिटी की बात करते हैं वो फिर भी थोड़ा कम होता है. But you have been actively pushing for it. So, जब हम I'll just begin the talk now. So, when we talk about sustainable developmental goals, so दो goals हैं, life on land है एक तो जो हम सबको पता है, and climate action है. तो आपको मैम क्या लगता है कि ये थोड़ा पीछे रह गए हैं या अभी भी इसके लिए like we as a community, what is it that we can do all of us together to take our country forward for the community?
Yeah, hi. Before I formally start my deliberation, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the viewers who are connected with us today. जिन्होंने भी आज अपने बिजी शेड्यूल में से समय निकाला, उन सबका हार्दिक अभिनंदन, आभार. The topic which we are going to discuss today is coming together for a compassionate world. So just to give a brief background that we all being humans, we all are humans, and it is very much important to be compassionate, to be empathetic. And today we would be discussing the need, especially in the present times, the need keeping in mind the requirement of our nation progressing fast at the world scenario. And especially COVID-19 pandemic has shown us how our own compassion, how our own human strength and resilience has enabled us to help out each other, to reach out to the needy, and rise to the occasion, rise against the challenge. So when we are discussing about, as you mentioned, about the Sustainable Development Goals and the goal number 13 and the goal number 15, which are respectively talking about climate change, and goal number 15, which talks about life on the land. Briefly, I would like to mention that Sustainable Development Goals are the global goals which have been adopted by all the UN member countries, and it is giving us a 2030 agenda. So the 17 goals need to be achieved so as to say by 2030, and of course this is one of the interim deadline which has been given, and there have been repeated reviews at the international level, at the national level also. When we talk about our own country in India, the nodal agency for monitoring the implementation for policy planning is Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog, the think tank, is monitoring the SDGs implementation at the all India level. And at various state governments level, we have either some autonomous bodies, or we have some department, or we have some department like the planning department, or for that matter some other body is also been constituted in few of the states to monitor the implementation of SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And it is also importantly laid down there that whatever policies, programs are being implemented, are being drafted, they should be coherent and they should be leading towards the realization of 2030 agenda. So now quickly I come to the agenda number 13, which is talking about the climate change. We have all been experiencing the climate change in past few years, and I feel that there are few of the threats which climate change is posing to us as human beings, as being part of that natural ecosystem. It is making it harder to fight hunger. So climate change makes it harder to fight hunger. How? Because it is leading to more droughts, it is leading to more natural disasters. Therefore, as part of administration, it is making us have a tough fight against hunger. It is also leading to deter our efforts against global poverty. So when we are talking about global poverty, the way climate change is impacting lives across in forms of natural disasters, it is directly, indirectly leading to undermining our efforts in the fight against global poverty. Our data showed that from 2000 to 2013, an average of 200 million people were affected by natural disasters between these so many years. And when these natural disasters are coming up, it is having an impact on health, education, on clean water, and all other kind of infrastructure, and whether it is physical or social infrastructure, which is wherever it is occurring in the form of natural disasters. And there is also one study which indicates that the climate change could cause around 250,000 additional deaths per year between 2030 and 2050. And this could be due to the various changes due to the pollution, due to more disasters, due to change in the weather conditions, change in the course of rivers, so all these things. So our challenge is, of course, to address this, and we all have to give our efforts towards realization of this goal number 15. And when we're talking about goal number 13, so when we're talking about goal number 15, which is talking about life on land, so it is specifically mentioning to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forest, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. When we talk about India, India's National Afforestation Program, a national program called Integrated Development of Wildlife Habitats. There are 4 projects which are aimed at ecosystem restoration, conservation of land ecosystems. Also, healthy forest, healthy ecosystems have been part of our policy planning and implementation, not only at the central level, but also at the various state governments levels. SDG 2, which is talking about food security, SDG 6, which is talking about clean water, SDG 8, which is talking about decent work, SDG 11, which is talking about sustainable cities, SDG 12, which is talking about responsible consumption and production. All are important for us, and India as a nation is very much committed to work on all these fronts.
Absolutely, ma'am, and thank you so much for letting us know, because half of the time, the problem is that we as citizens, we are not aware about all what our government is doing, all what our administrative officers are doing, and all what other people are doing, and हमारे भी क्या norms है जो हमें follow करने हैं. So thank you so much for bringing it into light. Now, when we talk about the environment and when we talk about us, so coexistence is a very essential part. It may sound like a fancy term, but it is a very basic thing. ये हो सकता है कि जो आपके घर के बाहर जो animals हैं, आप उनको थोड़ा सा अपना कुछ खाना दे दें, जैसे कहते थे कि गाय के लिए जो पहली रोटी है वो गाय को निकाल के दी जाती थी. And ऐसे, so how important do you think coexistence is, not just for like the animals or the plants, but for us, like as a community as a whole, कि जितने उनके लिए जरूरी है उतना हमारे लिए भी क्यों जरूरी है, as a with your experience and with your everything that you've been doing, why do you think it is a very important thing that all of us must continue to do?
So when we're talking about coexistence, we have seen that coexistence, which is basically meaning that we are living harmoniously. We are living harmoniously with wildlife. We are living harmoniously with the domestic animals, with the nature around us, and of course with the people around us. So when we are talking about coexistence, it is not only between the man and animal relation, man-nature relation. It is also, I think, talking about the overall ecosystem in which we are surviving. And even though we are having that notion that it's a human-dominated world, it's a human-dominated ecosystem in which we are surviving, but let us all reflect that the ecosystem in which we are there, it is so much interconnected that if we are trying to encroach upon their spaces, ultimately it would be impacting all of us. So for example, if we're talking about the habitats of the wildlife, habitats of the animals, we have in many states, we have now sanctuary areas being developed. So it is with the aim of not only protecting the wildlife which is existing there, but also to develop that area more properly, to have the restoration also being ensured. Also, when we're talking about our food chain, from our school, we have been studying the food chain, in which it is shown that plants, animals, humans, how they are interrelated to each other and how we are deriving our food. So a student who was in class 6 or 7, he perhaps 5, he or she would be reading this food chain and getting an idea. But over a period, when we grow up, probably we tend to forget about this interdependence. We probably try to encroach upon the spaces which are there for other beings, including animals, including plants, including sea life, ocean life. So all these things are there, and it is ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि हम उनकी एग्जिस्टेंस को भी हम माइंड में रखें. अगर हमारे आसपास में इस तरीके के एरियाज हैं, जैसे हम फॉरेस्ट में इंस्टांसेस सुनते हैं पोचिंग का, वी आर इवन लिसनिंग सम इंसिडेंट्स वेयर इन कि कोई एलिफेंट, अगर बाई चांस अगर कोई एलिफेंट घुस जाता है इन अ रेजिडेंशियल एरिया, सो द वे पीपल हैव बीन रिस्पॉन्डिंग cruelly, that should not be happening. Last year, I think there were 2 or 3 incidents in few of the states wherein, I mean, it was putting like mankind to shame. Those kind of incidents were there. So what I mean to say is that we should never try to have a clash with flora and fauna, and we should appreciate that they are also that much essential or even more than we are for this world to survive. और ये जो कोएग्जिस्टेंस है, इस कोएग्जिस्टेंस को हमें हार्मोनियसली लेके चलना है. इसके बारे में मैं भी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी व्यूअर्स से कि आप इसके बारे में और पढ़िए अपनी नॉलेज में. इनफैक्ट आई एम ऑल्सो नॉट एन एक्सपर्ट. So when this organization, just to share with you, when this organization approached to me for the session on this topic, so I said कि I am not an expert on this topic, and I can only share my insights as an administrator, as a human being, because expertise मेरी इस subject पे, animal care पे नहीं है. I am an administrative officer, but of course I understand that this is very important for all of us to understand that humanity cannot exist on its own. We are all
Right, ma'am. And इसी में मैं I would like to add to it कि even though you had said it, but you know I was right. Like the insights that you bring in, आप जिस तरीके से आप समझा पाते हैं, आपका perspective is very much different, very much elevated, and this is something that all of us like really need to listen to. So मैम, जैसे आपकी पोस्ट से रिलेटेड आई हैड वन क्वेश्चन जो सिटीजन्स का हमेशा हमारा एक कॉमन डायलॉग रहता है. कहीं भी हम देखते हैं जैसे एनिमल्स हैं, मोस्टली जो स्ट्रे एनिमल्स हैं हमें गार्बेज डंप्स के आसपास दिखते हैं. एंड गार्बेज का जहाँ भी बात आती है, लाइक वी ऑलवेज मतलब विदाउट इंट्रोस्पेक्टिंग एज यू नो वी एज रेजिडेंट्स ऑफ दैट एरिया, हमारा पहला यही रहता है ये तो म्यूनिसिपल की गलती है, उनका काम है, यू नो उनका काम है करना. तो हम कहीं ना कहीं भूल जाते हैं कि म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन हो गया या हमारे मतलब यू नो गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स हो गए, वो हमारे हमको फैसिलिटेट करने के लिए हमारा काम करना हमें खुद ही है. जो सफाई है या जो वो है, यू नो वेस्ट डिस्पोजल का ख्याल रखना. तो आपके हिसाब से आपका क्या व्यू पॉइंट है कि हम एज रेजिडेंट्स हम यू नो छोटी छोटी या ऐसा क्या मतलब हम कैसे कर सकते हैं कि हम इतनी आगे तक बात जानी ही ना पड़े कि पूरा गार्बेज डंप ही क्रिएट हो गया है बिकॉज ऑफ पुअर वेस्ट डिस्पोजल.
A very valid and a relevant question you have asked, and especially in our bigger cities, in our metro areas, जहाँ पे भी proper solid waste management system exist नहीं कर पा रहा है या शुरू किया गया but अभी establish नहीं हो पा रहा है, तो वहाँ पे अभी भी ये problem है. So this waste disposal, sanitation, and the quality of life of street animals, especially like street dogs, pigs, even pigs, some cities even have this issue of pigs. सो जो वेस्ट डिस्पोजल सैनिटेशन है और उससे जो एक स्ट्रीट एनिमल की जो लाइफ इम्पैक्ट होती है, वी ऑल नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस चेन. एंड जो आपने बात करी कि what citizens can do to reduce this kind of a waste. So first and foremost, one thing is very much there that government under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also has been promoting that we should dispose of our waste in a segregated way. So wet waste and dry waste. Why? Because the wet waste can be recycled, reused in many forms. The waste which is biodegradable, it can be used in many forms. और जो वेस्ट बायोडिग्रेडेबल नहीं होता है उसको टू हैंड ओवर टू द कॉरपोरेशन. इवन अगर आप वेट एंड ड्राई वेस्ट भी अगर कॉरपोरेशन को या काउंसिल को, जो भी आपकी म्यूनिसिपल बॉडी के जो ऑफिसर्स के द्वारा जो एक एजेंसी अगर निर्धारित की गई है या फिर वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खुद ही कर रही है, तो अगर उनका मैंडेट उन्होंने दिया हुआ है कि वेट एंड ड्राई वेस्ट को सेग्रीगेट करके डिस्पोज ऑफ करना है, तो ट्राई एंड एंश्योर दैट. So it is important that we adopt this segregated waste mechanism. Also, waste को minimize कैसे करें ये भी हमें देखना है. तो I was in Faridabad last to last year, wherein I saw that many of the organizations, they start, especially in the parks, RWAs, they started composting in the big park areas only. तो जो लीव्स या वेट वेस्ट जो जनरेट हो रहा था पार्क के अंदर, वो वहाँ पे पार्क के एरिया में ही वो लोग उसको कंपोस्टिंग स्टार्ट किए एंड दे कुड गेट द ऑर्गेनिक मैन्योर. सो इन अ वे यू आर ऑल्सो रिड्यूसिंग वेस्ट. सम ऑफ द टेम्पल्स, जो उनका फ्लोरिकल्चर का जो वेस्ट होता है, जो फूल चढ़ते हैं, उसको रिसाइकिल करने का उन्होंने मैकेनिज्म अपने मंदिर के अंदर डेवलप किया. सो ये छोटे छोटे इनिशिएटिव्स है, ये किए जा सकते हैं. इवन घरों में RWA, societies, individuals, citizens have taken good initiatives to reduce the waste, to have this waste segregation, and also, as we say, adopt 3 R's. So 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce, reuse and recycle. जो हम सुनते आ रहे हैं, इस पे हम लोग ध्यान दें. प्लास्टिक इज वन ऑफ द वेस्ट विच आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन कि प्लास्टिक वेस्ट आज भी एक भारी मात्रा में जो अगर हम कूड़े की प्रपोर्शन देखें तो उसमें रहता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पॉलीथीन, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बॉटल्स, सो मेनी मटेरियल्स विच यू आर यूजिंग ऑन अ डेली लाइफ. एंड we all know that around 2 years back there was a ban on the use of plastic. There was some micron of plastics which was allowed, which was considered to be comparatively environment friendly, degradable था, उसको गवर्नमेंट ने अलाउ किया. अदरवाइज देयर वाज लार्ज स्केल चलानिंग, देयर वाज अ लार्ज स्केल ड्राइव टू रिप्लेस प्लास्टिक by use of jute bags, cloth bags and other even stationary materials में हमने देखा कि we are using. Even one of the organizations, they had manufactured, I remember when I was in Gurugram, they were manufacturing the plantable seeds stationery, like a pen which if you plant it in your normal pot, it will grow into some specific plant. So this kind of initiatives are happening which I think we need to promote. And very important thing is that behavioral change. जो आप बात कर रहे हैं कि हम एनिमल्स की केयर की चाहे बात करें, चाहे हम जो आपने बात शुरुआत में बोली कि वेस्ट एक डंप क्रिएट हो जाता है, तो ये डंप पहली बात तो क्रिएट नहीं होना चाहिए. उसका कारण ये है कि अगर आपकी कॉरपोरेशन, अगर आपकी काउंसिल या टाउन जो कमिटी है, उन्होंने अगर कोई एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को निर्धारित किया हुआ है, तो आप प्लीज उन्हीं को अपना गार्बेज दीजिए. तो डेली गार्बेज जो आपका जनरेट हो रहा है, यू शुड ओनली गिव गार्बेज टू दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सम पीपल जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ सेविंग मनी, चाहे उनको मंथली 50 या 100 रुपीज देने होते हों, वो उसको ना देके उनको लगता है कि हम बाहर कहीं भी ऑफिस जाने के टाइम में किसी एक खुले ओपन डंप में हम वहाँ डाल देंगे. तो प्लीज अवॉइड दिस, डू नॉट डू दिस. यू आर सोशली रिस्पॉन्सिबल, क्योंकि ये जो डंप इकट्ठा है, इससे बहुत सारे हेल्थ हैजर्ड हमारे खुद के लिए भी हैं. इट इज नॉट ओनली इम्पैक्टिंग द एनिमल्स, इट इज ऑल्सो इम्पैक्टिंग द हेल्थ एंड हाइजीन, द क्लीन एयर एंड एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ दैट एरिया. तो इसको अवॉइड कीजिए. साथ ही साथ में बिहेवियरल चेंज की अगर हम बात करें कि वेस्ट सेग्रीगेशन होके हम उनको दें, और साथ ही साथ ओपन डम्प्स क्रिएट ना हो, इस पे भी ध्यान दें, बिकॉज वंस दीज ओपन डम्प्स स्टार्ट जनरेटिंग, इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू क्लोज देम. अगर कोई एक ओपन डंप कहीं क्रिएट हो जाता है एक मोहल्ले में, किसी एक गांव में भी, उसको फिर बंद कराना एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क हो जाता है, बिकॉज पीपल नेवर विल लेट दैट गार्बेज टू बी थ्रोन इन फ्रंट ऑफ देयर ओन हाउस. अपने घर के सामने ऑफ कोर्स नहीं डालने देंगे. तो इस तरीके की जगह जो है वो ना हो, और अगर हो रही है अनफॉर्चुनेटली, देन वी शुड ट्राई टू मिनिमाइज, एंड हमारा जो कूड़ा है, हमारा कूड़ा उसके अंदर ना जाए, हमारा गार्बेज उसके अंदर ना जाए, वो हम कोशिश करें. स्वच्छ भारत अभियान हैज़ बीन टोटली टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस बिहेवियरल चेंज ओनली, और वो यही बात करता है कि सिर्फ खुले में शौच करना अवॉइड करना है, या फिर यूज ऑफ कम्युनिटी टॉयलेट्स, पब्लिक टॉयलेट्स. नॉट ओनली दिस, but also we have to adopt safe sanitation and hygiene practice in our daily routine. ये बहुत
Right,
ज़्यादा
ma'am.
जरूरी है. We all
I
should
agree.
not forgetting all this. Yes.
Right, absolutely. Because जब अगर हम भी किसी कचरे के डंप में जाएं and if we have to pick up every single piece of trash, तो पता चलता है कि कितना हमने 2 मिनट अपना टाइम बचाने के लिए या 50 रुपए बचाने के लिए हमने किस एक्सटेंट तक डिस्ट्रॉय करा एनवायरनमेंट. एंड दिस इज
Yeah.
एवरीबडीज लैंड, ये हमें हमारे पास वापस आएगा. मतलब मैम, जब हम कॉज की बात करते हैं, कोई भी कॉज इट यूनाइट्स द पीपल अराउंड. सो व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ एनिमल वेलफेयर, so what according to you are the small things people can do for this cause, and how can it help in uniting the society, the people, this entire cause jo kahin na kahin it has been left behind in the country, animals, the environment. अब जाके फिर भी जागरूकता है, but some years back तो it's a relatively new movement. So how do
You
you
are
think
very
it?
right. You are very right in saying that now there is consciousness, now there is awareness. We have organizations like Animal Welfare Board of India. Officially, we have that organization. उसके अलावा पीटा है, and there are many NGOs, many civil society organizations in the country which are working towards animal welfare. So जब हम बात कर रहे हैं कि how does it unite all of us, how does it unite the residents and make citizens better place to live in? So first and foremost is that when any individual, when any citizen is even caring about animals, या उनके माइंड में भी आता है, तो it simply indicates that they are more compassionate, they are empathetic, they are kind. So ये जो एनिमल वेलफेयर के बारे में वही लोग साथ में आके काम करेंगे जिनके अंतर्गत ये फीलिंग्स होंगी, who would be having that empathy कि उनके वेलफेयर के लिए हम करें. अगर हम उनकी पोजीशन में होते तो हम कैसे इस सिचुएशन को हैंडल करते, हाउ टू बी काइंड, हाउ टू बी हेल्पफुल टू ईच अदर. सो वन थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट it unites in the sense that it generates the feeling of compassion, empathy, kindness, mutual trust, mutual respect. It also enables us to respect the values, respect the ecosystem. We have to understand कि अगर एक स्ट्रीट एनिमल है, of course उनका भी अपना एक इकोसिस्टम है, बट दैट शुड बी टेकन इन ड्यू स्पेस. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप इमिडिएटली किसी, जैसे सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल इन हरियाणा, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन दैट say in 2018-19 there was a campaign of stray cattle rehabilitation. I think many of us may have even heard about this. So stray cattle rehabilitation में क्या था कि there was an issue of stray cattle in many of the rural as well as the urban areas, and because of the stray cattle on main traffic roads there were a lot of accidents being happening. So it became very important for administration कि वो stray cattle को हम rehabilitate करें, उनकी तरफ cruelty ना करें, we rehabilitate them. तो for that matter government started requesting the gaushalas to rehabilitate the stray cattle. In many places even new gaushalas were being कंस्ट्रक्टेड, उसके लिए पैसा सैंक्शन किया गया. गौ सेवा आयोग है हरियाणा में, वहाँ से मनी वाज आल्सो सैंक्शनड इन मोस्ट ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, एंड पीपल आल्सो कंट्रीब्यूटेड अ लॉट. कहीं भी उनको स्ट्रे एनिमल दिखा तो दे वुड बी कॉन्टैक्टिंग द लोकल म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, लोकल डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, उनको इन्फॉर्मेशन दे के देन दे यूज टू हेल्प. And इससे the menace of stray cattle, because it was impacting not only the traffic, it was also impacting the life of the cattle, because वो क्या खा रहे थे, they were not having good nutrition, they were eating the plastic and other kind of garbage which is available anywhere. किसी ने कुछ दे दिया, कुछ खिला दिया तो ठीक है, but then when they were rehabilitated in gaushalas, their health was improved, they started giving milk. In a way, it was a mutual beneficial relationship which was seen. So what I meant to say is that ki animal welfare is such a cause which will ultimately benefit and unite all of us and make us better human beings.
राइट मैम, दैट वाज वेरी वंडरफुली सेड. स्पेशली दो बातें जो आपने कही, एक तो ये था कि जो एनिमल्स के लिए कर रहे हैं, कोई वॉइसलेस है जो बोल नहीं सकते, अगर उनके लिए कर रहे हैं तो पहली चीज वो लोग एम्पैथेटिक एम्पैथी अपने आप डेवलप करते हैं. बच्चों को अगर एनिमल केयर में इन्वॉल्व किया जाए तो वैसे दे बिकम काइंड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. और दूसरा जो आपने बताया कि कैसे जो स्ट्रे कैटल का जो इशू था, सब लोगों ने कंट्रीब्यूट करा. इट वाज नॉट जस्ट द गवर्नमेंट और नॉट जस्ट वन बॉडी जिन्होंने किया. लाइक वी शुड नॉट फॉरगेट दे आर की स्ट्रे एनिमल्स भी आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द कम्युनिटी, और हम सबको साथ में मिलके करना चाहिए. ओनली वन बॉडी इज नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल, लाइक इट इज ऑल ऑफ आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. तो मैम जैसे जैसे ये एज वी आर कमिंग क्लोज टू द एंड ऑफ द सेशन, so there are lot of youth who are following you, इतने सारे आपके followers और are all youth, most of them. So and a lot of us a lot of them are watching us right now. तो आप उनको सोशली रिस्पॉन्सिबल होने के लिए क्या आप मतलब एक दो लाइंस अगर आप कुछ बता सकें कि कैसे because this is the right age to become socially responsible, that will go a long way ahead for our country.
Thank you for saying that. I would like to mention father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji here. So Mahatma Gandhi ji, he himself found the animals to be representation of the society, and he said that a nation who cares for others, a nation who cares for all other kind of beings, is the one who is a progressive nation.
Right.
So we all need to have the societal traits of love, empathy, peace, compassion, social harmony. Love, empathy, peace, compassion, and social harmony. This was way back stated by Mahatma Gandhi ji, our father of the nation. And Gandhi ji even tried to link our orientation and attitude towards the weaker section of society through the way we were treating the animals. Right? So it is important to understand when we are talking about the role of youth and youth being socially responsible. India, we all know, is the youngest country in the world. If we see the demography, we enjoy a very rich demographic dividend. The population between 15 to 45 years of the age, we have highest in the country. And last year, India Skills Report, which was released in 2020, it mentioned that millennials contribute around 47% of the country's working population. So, my dear friends, you try to understand your own worth. Are all kind of flagship programs and schemes of Government of India, whether it is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, whether it is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan, whether it is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Digital India, Skill India, Startup India, all those, and for that matter, the recent one which was announced last year, Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, Atal Innovation Mission, all those programs' success depends upon the contribution by its people. अगर कोई प्रोग्राम का बेनिफिट उसके इंटेंडेड पॉपुलेशन तक नहीं पहुंचेगा, then the implementation remains incomplete. So when the government gets support of the stakeholders, especially the citizens, especially the youth, the implementation becomes very much effective, and youth can very well play a role in ensuring this. Last year during COVID-19 pandemic, we saw that many civil society organizations, NGOs, even individuals at their own level, youth across the country have helped out each other, whether it was an issue of feeding the migrant workers, feeding the people who were living in slums. Last year, from my own experience, I was staying that time, I was posted that time in Gurugram. I saw that in Gurugram, Faridabad, all districts across Haryana, and for that matter across the country, or across all states, these public spirited citizens came forward and they shouldered the responsibility. They helped the government to all the extent possible. We saw so many innovations coming up. In Kerala, under the Kerala Startup Mission, they supported Kerala Startup Mission. Students of IIT, I think Guwahati, they innovated low cost intubation machines, low cost mechanical ventilators. So all these kind of innovations are being done by our youth, and I think youth is the powerhouse. Youth is the, because they are driven by their zeal, they are driven by their passion, enthusiasm, energy, by their own ideals. So it is very important to channelize their energy in the right direction. And एक बात और है कि अगर हमारा युवा, अगर हमारा यूथ उस बात को अपने मन में ठान लेता है कि हमें ये करना ही है, तो उसको वो करके ही मानते हैं. आई हैव सीन सो मेनी in the colleges, organizations, is very good, and I think it's a long way to go for our country as far as animal welfare, as far as sanitation, hygiene, health is concerned, because we are having so much of population. But yes, we should not forget our strength, and youth is the powerhouse. यूथ चाहे तो बहुत कुछ कर सकता है अपने देश के लिए.
Absolutely right, ma'am, and thank you so much for the wonderful examples. They were very inspirational, and I'm sure जो अभी सुन रहे हैं, जो सुनेंगे.
And yes, of course, just to add to it, when we're talking about digital initiatives, we have seen during COVID-19 किस तरीके से apps, whether it was Arogya Setu app, whether for that matter it was Kovhara in Haryana, whether it was all kind of apps which were giving information to the public about the beds availability, about the other medical health infrastructure available. So I think the brightest of the brains, we need to carry forth all these initiatives. जितने भी ये projects हैं, इसको should study, and we all should try to improvise, because ये जो digital connect है, like we are talking to each other more through online mechanisms, e-offices, webinars, online sessions, the online meetings are being there. So it is important to stay connected, even if we are not meeting physically. The exchange of our ideas, the exchange of positive and optimistic stories should not stop. So let us try and support each other.
Right, absolutely. Like, thank you so much for the wonderful message, especially this about digital, because this is one way I think in which all of us, like especially the youth, can contribute to whatever is going on. Or digital ऐसा है वैसे भी जिसमें every year there have to be a lot of improvisation. And when it comes to digital, thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time. And I मतलब from your extremely busy schedule, and for you helped us spread this positive message about coexistence, about sustainability, and all the wonderful things that our country and you and other officers like you are doing, and what all we can also do. So if anybody has one very quick question, because ma'am has to strictly leave in 2 minutes, so किसी के पास कोई भी question हो, एकदम just one question ma'am will take up. So I think somebody had asked about animals, I think somewhere. कोई भी
Many of
UPSC
the viewers, many of the viewers have been asking about, I think, the civil services preparation. So, to for mentioning to them, मैंने पहले भी काफ़ी सारे ऑनलाइन सेशंस किए हैं सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन के बारे में. तो आप लोग काइंडली अगर चाहें तो मेरा एक यूट्यूब चैनल भी है जो मैंने रिसेंटली क्रिएट किया था, जिसमें मैं वो सारे वीडियोस आर्काइव कर रही हूँ, सो दैट एनीबडी कैन वॉच इट एनी टाइम. क्योंकि वैसे कभी मैं फेसबुक लाइव किया है, कभी इंस्टाग्राम किया है लाइव, कभी यूट्यूब लाइव भी किया है, बट ऑल माई वीडियोज ऑफ रिसेंट से 6 months और सो दे आर अवेलेबल नाउ ऑन द यूट्यूब चैनल सोनल गोयल IAS. तो आप लोग वहां जाके भी उन वीडियोस के बारे में देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन एक अपने आप में एक पूरा इलाबोरेट टॉपिक है. तो मैं उसके बारे में टेक एटलीस्ट 10 to 15 minutes to cover the basic points. So I would request जितने भी उसके बारे में आपके questions हैं, आप प्लीज वहाँ एक बार जाके देखिएगा, आपको जरूर कुछ ना कुछ आंसर जरूर मिलेंगे if you watch those videos. Yeah.
Right.
If there
I
is
think this
anything else,
answers.
I would be very happy to answer.
I think इससे mostly सबका answer मिल गया होगा, because they are mostly UPSC aspirants, and for the UPSC aspirants they already know कि
So,
environment and ecology is an important part of their syllabus.
right. And one very important thing is that अभी हम पैंडेमिक की वजह से लॉकडाउन में हैं. इवन दो अभी पार्शियल ओपनिंग ऑफ लॉकडाउन ओपन हो गया, बट आवर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर स्टिल क्लोज्ड. स्कूल्स कॉलेजेस बंद हैं. So I know it's very distressful also, because we are not meeting our friends, we are not attending the classes physically, but also it is important to understand that हमारे पास टाइम भी अवेलेबल है. वी आर नॉट गेटिंग डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ सोशल ओकेजन्स जो अटेंड करने होते हैं. कोई पार्टीज में जाना है, कुछ भी ऐसे प्रोग्राम है, वी आर नॉट वेस्टिंग आवर टाइम. सो आपके पास आपका जो भी एग्जाम आप दे रहे हैं उसका टारगेट टाइम आप ध्यान में रखते हुए यू प्रिपेयर योर शेड्यूल, break it into months, break it into weeks, if possible into days and hours. So strategize your time, and time management for any kind of competitive examination is very important. Some people are asking my YouTube channel, so it is very simple. Sonal Goel IAS आप डालेंगे आपको दिख जाएगा my YouTube. You will be able to locate, because उसमें कुछ videos डले होंगे तो आपको you will get an idea, right? Yeah.
So I think this summarizes all the questions. I think mostly were related to this only, and little bit about animal welfare also. तो किसी को अगर डाउट है या कोई शुरुआत करना चाह रहा है, you can follow any of the pages of NGOs that are running. You can follow our page. You can see कि क्या कैसे चालू कर सकते हैं अगर आप new हैं animal welfare में तो. And then again, ma'am, thank you so much for taking out time, for coming forward. And I think this has been a wonderful discussion. And everybody who heard you today, they are going to take those very, important steps in their everyday life.
So just thank you so much. And just लास्ट वेरी शॉर्ट प्रोज जो मैं हमेशा, जब से मैं अपने आई थिंक कॉलेज के टाइम की प्रिपरेशन से मेरे हमेशा जहन में रहता है, एक वो मैं सबके लिए आज बोलना चाहूँगी. तुम समय की रेत पर छोड़ते चलो निशान, देखती तुम्हें ज़मीन, देखता है आसमान. So you keep on moving, you keep on leaving your footprints, your imprints, and the entire world is watching you. So go and achieve your dreams. It is very important to believe in your own self and have a commitment कि जो हमने सोचा है वो हमें करना है, खुद के लिए करना है, सोसाइटी के लिए करना है. And stay happy, stay healthy. It is very important for all of us to stay healthy, stay happy, and stay upbeat about life.
Absolutely. And ma'am, if you have just one more minute, there has been a very pleasant surprise. So Arpit sir is also watching us. So for everybody,
Okay.
they already know Arpit sir. He's the DCP of
Arpit has been a very dear colleague. When I was posted in Faridabad, he was there, and he has been doing very good work, especially on I keep on seeing his post with respect to the care towards animals. So it is nice to see him. Hi Arpit, hope you're doing fine.
Hi ma'am. Ma'am, hope I am audible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You are audible.
Ma'am, thanks a lot for this inspiring talk. एंड इन्होंने
My-
मुझसे पूछा तो मुझे मैम सबसे पहले आपका ही नाम आया याद. मैंने कहा कि मैम इतना इंस्पायर और मोटिवेट कर देंगी. तो
Thank you so
as always, मैम, it was such a inspiring, such an energetic talk. And I think it will motivate everyone of the audience to for the self growth and also to work for the society and to have a sustainable living, ma'am. And I
Right.
think we look forward for many such talks, ma'am, in the future.
Nahi, my
Thanks a
pleasure,
lot, ma'am.
Arpit. I request if you would like to share something to the audience. I think आपको कुछ because you have been doing good work on especially on animal welfare.
मैं मेरा वही है कि सब लोग अपने आसपास का एक ये कम्युनिटी इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो इसमें, और हमारे घर के आसपास चाहे वो पेड़ पौधे हों उसका हम लोग ध्यान रखें, उसके आसपास हमारे अगर एनिमल्स है तो उनका ध्यान रखें. हर घर और हर व्यक्ति जो है वो अपने आसपास का अगर ध्यान रखने लगे तो अपने आप एक पॉजिटिव चेंज आ जाएगा. और सबके अपने इनोवेटिव आइडियाज हो सकते हैं, तो जिसको जहां जैसा इनोवेटिव आइडिया लगे वो उस पर काम करे. तो बाकी मैम आपने कई चीजें काफी क्लियर कर दी, तो आई थिंक लोग फॉलो करेंगे उसको धीरे धीरे, एंड वी विल बी एबल टू मेक चेंजेस. और 2030 का जो टारगेट है मैम हमारा एसडीजी का, तो
Yes.
हम सबको लगे रहना चाहिए कि हम उसको अचीव करें मैक्सिमम, उसमें जो भी हमारे इंडिकेटर्स हैं. थैंक यू मैम.
Right. जरूर. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Like, and sir, for joining in. I think everybody is now the session is even more power packed. I think everybody is extremely thrilled now with ma'am and now Arpit sir as well. So it's all it's been a very impactful session. I think जो ये देखेंगे, they will get to learn a lot and they will be extremely motivated.
चलो.
थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you. All the best to the team. Keep doing good work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right. Yeah. Bye.